Okay guys, I'm back. Back to the Inox encampment. We are not giving up until Jack Sarah has had her mission accomplished. We will teach these guys a lesson. I'm not sure whether it's the lesson that we wanted to teach them, but they're going to learn something, probably about the stubbornness of quattrels. I have bought some new gear. I've decided to spend all my money on a few extra items. I've been umming and ahhing over them anyway, but I thought I'd give it a go all in. So we bought the Warhammer. So during a melee attack, I can add stun to the entire attack action. The only huge melee attack I've got would be my flamethrower, but if I could hit 3 targets, wound them and stun them, that would be really quite something. I've also bought the Cloak of Invisibility, which if used early in a round could potentially buy me 2 rounds where I can't be targeted. Gives me a lot of time to sort of sit there and just heal myself up. So I think that again could be really a big swing. I've also just been finishing up going through editing the last set of playthroughs we did. So they're updating on the phone at the moment, exporting, and they should be hitting YouTube overnight. It does take a couple of hours for them to upload, so I'm using the tablet. Doesn't quite give the same picture quality, so I apologise that it might look a little more grainy, but I just wanted to get stuck in. There's a few things that I thought might work, having sort of re-watched the playthrough as well, so we'll see how it goes. I've substituted in a couple of extra cards. I've taken my poison trap. It's a reusable poison trap at 2 damage and poison. It's not huge, but it could be quite useful. I've put a couple of extra heal cards back in here, taken out a couple of cards which I'd lose once used. So I'm going to try and preserve my deck a little better. I'm not sure. I still think getting up here and opening the door could be really useful, but I'm gonna try a slightly alternate technique anyway in this playthrough. So we'll see how it goes. I'll take these off. We don't need to worry about elements again. We learnt from the playthroughs the other night, shamans don't seem to concern themselves too much with the elements. So I'll put those just out of the way. Okay, so let's reset our hit points. Level 3, as I say, I've not really been tallying the XP or gold that I've got from these playthroughs. I wish I'd kept a track of the gold after spending 60 gold for the cloak, the Warhammer, and I've gone and donated again to the Sanctuary for a couple of extra blessing cards in the deck. So hopefully that should balance out a couple of the curse cards which we're likely going to get from the shaman. Anyway, we'll crack on. So I think in this first turn I've set myself back and I'm going to try and go late in the round. I've tucked myself in a corner, and unless the guards get 3 movement, I should only be attacked, or I shouldn't get attacked even. They might get their ranged attack. I forget how much range that had, but either way it shouldn't be too many, and then I can react. They may clump together a little bit more as well. So what should we start with? We're going to go slowly, as I say. So the ink bomb is a really strong attack of 4, and I do have the power potion. Ideally I'd like to use this when there's a cluster of archers and the shaman, but I really don't think there's going to be an opportunity where I can get them into position to use it. So I might use it as a slow initiative card. It's a move of 4, which is good either way. But it could be an opportunity when these guys move forward to get a strike on them. If not, what else would I do? So I could then also look at potentially just poisoning one of them and making a good move. So I've either got a couple of movement points and the ink bomb, or a big move and a toxic bolt, but we'll go with an initiative of 74. The guards, it is their ranged attack, so they've got a move -1, so move of 1 and a range of 2 on initiative 35. The archer, 14, move -1 and creating a trap, and the shaman, move +0, attack and disarm. I dislike the disarm. That really does throw a spanner in the works when that occurs. So the shaman's going first. He's a move of 1. And then he's out of range. Then it would be the archers. They have a move -1, which leaves them 1 movement. He can't actually get any closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, he's still close to where he is if he doesn't move. And this one will move forwards 1. He will put a trap down though. So this should be 10 away, or this will be 10 away. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trap here would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, sad to say. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, it is the same. So he's going to try and create it as close as he can. I'm going to say he's going to put it here. Only because I want to do some damage to the guard as he comes through. Oh, I didn't actually deal myself out 2 objectives. What do we have? Well, we have Purist to use no items. I have 6 items I intend to use, so we won't do that. So we'll go with Executioner. Kill an undamaged monster with a single attack. The weakest are the archers or the shaman with 6. But I don't think we're going to be able to take them out, but we'll see. We'll give it a try. Then the guards are before me as well, and they also have a move of 1. So we have guard 1 will move up, guard 2 will move up. In a range of 2, they're out of range, and then guard 6 will move up. Okay. Excellent. So I regret not giving myself a +1 to all attacks. That probably would have been a really great card to use that time. I still could have used it as a 2 move, but an attack of 3. The poison is good, but in retrospect I probably should have kept this as a low initiative card for later when moving early was important anyway. But it's done. That's perhaps a little factor that might make a difference. But I am going to give myself advantage, and I will use my power potion. So we've got an attack of 5, targeting all 3 of these. I know I said I was going to try and not burn all my cards, but I'll try when I think there might be an opportunity to get a cluster attack, to use it then. The amount of damage it deals, it probably will pay for itself in the long run. I can't use the Warhammer to use stun on this as well, because it's not a melee attack. So, against guard number 1, a +1 or a +0. So +1 would make it 6 damage to him. Against number 2, +1 or a +0. Let's move my modifiers over here. So that's also 6 damage on number 2. And then number 6, +1 and burning or +0. Okay, so the guards have activated this turn, so it's not going to do him another damage this turn, but the guard at the back here in 2 turns will actually kill himself off. So that is quite good news. Does mean I don't need to worry overly about killing him, and then these 2 at the front only have 2 damage left. Okay, excellent. I've got a couple of movement points. I could back away and act slowly in initiative again and react to them. Or, what is my attack that targets 2? My attack that targets 2 is only a 34. I might move away, but if they get a shield, I'll regret it. Yeah, I think next turn I'd probably play my 2 targeting attack and possibly give it a +1 as well. And hopefully a base of 3 then should be enough to kill both of those, but it's not a very quick initiative. And I wouldn't want to go after them and have to waste a movement, so I'll stay where I am. I won't use my move. It was, yeah, a bit of a waste using that, but never mind. So that ends the first round. I'll try and remember actually on one of these videos to play this game properly. And we're going to summon a new guard. This is guard number 3, but he's going to take 3 damage. Okay, so we'd sort of already decided our next couple of cards. I want to give myself a +1 on the attack and target both of them. Guard 6 should die off eventually anyway, so I'll go with a 34 and we'll see what happens. The Shaman is a 74, the Archers are a 32, the Guards are a 50, just a normal move and attack. Okay, so if I do manage to kill these 2, they won't attack me. If I miss, then one of them's going to attack me. That's just the price it's going to have to be. Number 6 would take another damage and should still be too far away to attack me, and then on his next activation here die. So that's great. The Archers are not a problem and the Shaman won't move. I suppose I could have looked at getting a very swift move up here, but I don't have my move 6. The furthest I could move is 4. Longest range is 3. I could hit 2 of them, but that would be a bit of a waste and leave myself really vulnerable here. Maybe I'll regret not having this move 6 in there. Maybe Boots of Striding as well. I could really get in and take out the Shaman. He does seem to be the one that usually causes me the most grief, but we'll deal with the game we've got. First of all, we've got the Archers to move with a +0, so 2 movement. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, that's those. Then it is me on a 34. So attack against number 1. I'm going to give myself a +1. So it's a base attack of 3. 4 damage is enough. And against number 2. Well, okay, so it's a bit overkill. We only need to do 2 damage. We did 6 damage. It would have been nice to not have to burned through these big cards now. That would have been very good against an uninjured person, but can't complain too much. That's number 1 and number 2 taken care of. Next to activate would be the guards. So the injured guard, well, guard number 3 would move 1, 2. This does look rather tempting now, actually. Guard 6 will move 2 and has injured himself 1 more. So on his next turn, he is going to die. Both of these cards are discarded. Now let's see. I have got a net shooter that I could get up and immobilize the guys up here. I'm not overly worried about them being able to reach me and attack me this turn, so I may move quite slowly. I would need to give myself a decent movement. If the guards, it could all come out of position though, so I do want to give myself a second option. So now those are 2 very quick cards. Those are my only long move cards. My ink bomb's already got rid of 1. Okay, so I could just set myself up to move quickly, head up there, immobilize them all, but then I would be potentially getting attacked. Now I think it's better I just take a risk that I don't have much of a second option, or I may just make use of the crank bow and just take out the shaman before he does me any curses or blesses himself, and just take him out of the equation. So we'll move slowly on a 66, and then we've got a couple of options. I think really key to this game is just hedging your bets. Don't shoot yourself in the foot with one move that if things don't go your way, you're ending up wasting a turn or burning a card unnecessarily. It's easier said than done. I've taken many attempts at this scenario so far and not managed it. But that, I think, is the joy of the puzzle of this game. It's a dungeon crawl. It's definitely got that thematic element of going through and trying to clear these dungeons, doing the quests. It's got the legacy campaign, the roleplay element. But at heart, it's a great puzzle. It's not like Descent or Imperial Assault, which I have and have spent more than my fair share of my wages on. And are fun games in their own right, but they do just feel like a good bit of dice rolling fun. At the end of the day, good strategy, bad strategy, you can win or lose just on the dice. This feels like you've got a lot more control over it, which is wonderful. Anyway, Initiative 66, the Shaman, the 23 is going to move and try and heal himself. Okay, but that's fine, he's doing that before I potentially hit him. The archers are not moving, and they're going after me. The guard has a move -1 and will be going just before me. So that's a little unfortunate. It does ruin the clump. So Shaman first does nothing. The guards, this one will take another wound and dies. This is round 3, so another guard's going to spawn at the end of this round. Number 3 has a move -1, so he'll move up 1. Okay. So, do I take out the Shaman, or deal some damage to a couple of them? Of course, the Shaman isn't even a guarantee. I've had none of my negative cards out so far. Okay, so there's a strong chance that he may even just survive. So I think I might... the archers do have a long range this time around actually, so that wouldn't be ideal. They've got a range of 4 and an attack of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I moved up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have range on the shaman. If I move up to immobilize them, I could move up, try and attack the Inox shaman and then go invisible, because then the archers would lose out on their big attack, and if it didn't work out for them, I could then flamethrower. And if I went slowly enough with that, yeah, that sounds good. Let's move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to attack the shaman. Oh, it's only moved 2. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I move 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I am within range. Yeah, let's give it a go. So 6 plus 0, that is enough. Excellent. And that completes our executioner objective as well. I'm then going to use the Cloak of Invisibility to go invisible. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it would only be one of the archers that attacks me with an attack of 3. Guards have already gone. Actually, I think I'll take the hit. I may regret that. But I think I might get a more opportune time for that. But we were planning to act slowly next time and get some wounds on those guys. No, I will go invisible and we'll avoid it. So the archers won't attack. And the shaman is dead. The archers need to reshuffle. So we've killed 4, and at the end of the round, another guard will appear. I got 2 experience for the crank bow, and the nut shooter was just discarded. Okay. So now we're on to round 4. Archers move +1, attack -1. They're going. Oh, what am I doing? I haven't chosen my cards yet. Let's shuffle that up again. I am invisible. I'd sort of already said what I wanted to do. I'd decided in my mind before really even doing it. So what we're going to do is go for a flamethrower. I could get the net shooter back if I use my minus stamina potion. No, I think I want to get wounds onto them. So I'm going to go at a 47 and hope that they activate before me. If not, I'm going to be running up, burning them and then revealing myself. I don't have a slower card, which will also give me, oh, those are my discards, also give me the movement that I need. Otherwise I've only got 2 movement again. It's a shame. My 2 slow move 4s are also on cards that I've already discarded, so movement may become an issue, and once again magma waders may be slowing me down. We'll go 47. The archers are a 31, the guards are a 70, a move -1. Okay, so the archers activate first and have no target, so that's fine. And then it will be myself. I'm gonna, I could just stun a guard. No, I need to do this. So 1, 2, 3. I haven't taken any damage yet, so otherwise I could run through a bush to heal myself, but I'm going to run up. Oh yes, and as we were saying, the Warhammer can be used with the flamethrower to add stun to the attack. So this is a base of 3 that will wound and stun. Okay, so against the guard, a +0, so 3 damage. Against guard, 3 wounded and stunned. And against archer number 3, 4 damage and wounded and stunned. Archer number 3. So both of those guys will be dead in 2 turns. So I may just look at getting away from there. And possibly, yeah, that sounds like a good opportunity. So the guards then activate. Guard number 1 has a move of 1 and will move up. Guard number 3 will lose his stun and will take another damage. So he's on 7. Okay. So I don't need to worry about the guard. He's going to die soon. And 2 of the archers, one of the archers should die off soon, leaving just the 1 archer. So I get another 2 experience, and this is discarded. So I'm going to need to try and rest soon, but what I'm going to go for first, I think, there's a couple of cards in here where the guard will stay still, one where the guards will move up very rapidly and attack me. Yeah, I think I might use my stamina potion first of all. It might be a little cheeky not to. So I use my stamina potion to get a couple of cards back. I'm going to get my stun shot back. And I think my reviving shock to hit a couple of targets, because being able to use that twice before I rest will be quite useful. This is also my stun, but I need the movement. It's my only big move. So I'll get those 2 cards back. I'm gonna move early, and I am going to look to put down a damage trap. Because this should be able to buy me a fair bit of time to run away, and hopefully then maybe get a decoy out, potentially do a loot for just a few coins, although I don't really want to lose that card. Yeah, there's a few options that leaves us. So going to act early on a 20. The archer, a 56. He is not moving. I'm just going to look to attack, which is fine on a 56. And the guards are also after me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is create a 2 damage poison trap. And I'm going to put it here. Reason for that is I can run around through the terrain. So create the 2 damage poison trap and then a move of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm safe from the guard. He's going to try and move around now to get to me, although he will die. The other archers they went before me last time, didn't they? Yeah. The other archers aren't moving and have a range of 3, so they'll stay where they are this turn, and then as well they're going to have to go around the long way, but I may be able to injure one of these guys, pulling them onto a trap anyway and stunning it. So those are my turn and they're just discarded. The guards, this guard will move, he's got a move of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. So either one's the same. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. Yep. This guy will just finish burning. Excellent. Then the archers, as I say, they're just staying still, and we're going to summon out another guard. So we've killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and there's 4 on the map. Is that right? We killed the shaman, we've killed 1 guard that spawned. Yeah. Oh, this archer as well will lose his stun and take another damage, so he's only 1 point away now from dying. Okay, so I won't be able to pull them onto a trap with me. I'm not injured, but I don't want to just do a long rest yet. I might open the door and do an attack next round. I don't have anything that can help me out in that regard. But my ability to hop over this hazard terrain and the enemies to want to walk all the way around, I think is going to be really key to me surviving this, especially considering the guards will try and walk all the way around. The archers will try and shoot if they can, otherwise to close in on me they've got to walk around. So that I thought of while I was watching the gameplay was a key element, and then I don't need to use big strong attacks to take everyone down. Yeah, I think I might open the door and see what I find, but then I've only got 2 rounds. I don't really want to burn through the cards. Actually, I'm just going to do a long rest. There's not much else I can gain by hanging around and waiting. Yeah, so actually I'll take one more turn. I'll move slightly further away. Yeah, I've got nothing with a range of 4. It'd be nice to attack, just a little attack over the obstacles here, but if I move away I should still have plenty of time to rest before it becomes a problem. So we'll go on a 17. The archers move -1 and creating a trap. That's going to be interesting for them. And the guards are then going after me. Okay, so the archer first of all, archer number 1 will move up and then create a damage trap. So that's nice, they're just making their route round longer. And this one will die. Then it's my turn. I do want to use my loot card, but I'm actually feeling pretty confident the way the archers have moved away. And then if they do shoot me, I'm going to heal after them, so I'm going to greed and just take 1 coin. And then I'm long resting this turn. Okay. Do I choose one of these? I'm on a 99. The archers are 16, move +1, attack -1, and the guard are just going to shield and retaliate. Okay, so this is the 7th round, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 12, with the 2 I've recovered, and then I'm not playing any this time. So yes, should be 14, which would be 7 rounds. After I've rested, another guard will spawn. Okay, so the archers have 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. Because if he moved here, he's still 1, 2, 3 out of range. Which is why I only went for that coin, because it was the only one, unless he got a boost to his range, that he could hit me from. And then I need to choose a card to lose. Now this is tricky. Don't want to lose my net shooter necessarily. I'm going to lose my greed card. Possibly, if this was the only dungeon run through I'm doing, I wouldn't be so happy to keep losing the loot cards. I think though, playing as we've got it at the moment, I think we could keep hopping over and picking up a couple of coins. Once this final archer over here has been killed off, dancing around the guards, I don't think will be too much trouble, and picking up coins as we're going, even pulling them then through. I have just discarded my pull card, but potentially could have pulled someone through the trap. If I walk over to where the archer is, I could even put another trap down over there, and then they have to walk through a trap to attack me anyway. Okay, so let's put another guard down, closest hex he can get to, and refresh my goggles. Okay, so I might look to go fairly slowly and stun the archer after he's moved up closer to me. So I'll go on a 61. The archers are attack +1, range +1 on a 68. So he's actually going after me. But as I say, I'm looking to move up to stun him, so that's not a problem. The guard are just shielding, so they're going to stay where they are again. If I move 2, I can attack and stun him where he is. But then the stun's going to come immediately off, and I'm in the same situation next turn. So maybe I'll mix things up. He's not moving, the guards aren't moving, the guards have already activated. This is round 8. I could move to here with my move 4, and then look to just get a large attack on them next turn. It would just be 3 damage and immobilizing them, and I'd lose a card. Oh, forgot I had 2 cards I'd set aside as ones not to discard. I was thinking I've run very low on cards. That might be a good opportunity. I've had one of my wound cards come out and my +3. So actually there's a lot of negatives still to come through. It might be useful to use advantage and get those out. So let's move 1, 2, 3, 4 and just discard these 2. So then I want to go nice and early and use my net shooter. The net shooter itself is a 19. So really then we just want anything for a couple of movement. I don't have any other big move cards, but a move of 2, 1, 2. I could only immobilize a couple of them. Maybe we'll go slowly and then do it. They'll hopefully stay in the same position as they are, and if they do hit me, I've got a heal on the decoy card here anyway, and then or I could even just move back through. Maybe I'll play a different card and keep that. Yes, we'll use that one. So 76, I need to reshuffle both. So we're doing a much better job of kind of skirting around and making use of the Tinkerer's ability to have not a lot of attacks, but a lot of ranged attacks. And I've not really been using that. I think I got a little overconfident with how the first 2 Barrow Lair scenarios went for us, and I got a little overzealous. So although we've been an executioner, we're not, you know, taking too many risks. The guards will go before me, and they're going to move 2 squares closer, and then the archers and move -1 will go first. So 1 move on the archer, you move here. The guards then will move 2 squares, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, in that order, which is good. And no one can attack me. And then 1, 2, 3, yes, I can hit all 3 of them with the net shooter, and we'll give ourselves advantage. So it is a discarded card, puts us up to 10 experience. And then we'll go from there. So number 1, +1 and a wound, or +0. So that's 4 damage and a wound, which is very useful. 4 damage and a wound on number 1. Number 2 is our miss, or our 2 times. So that's 6 damage on number 2. And number 3 will take one of our blesses 2 times, or a -2. So that worked out very well. That's 6 damage. I forgot I'd put those blessings in. So let's take that other one out. Okay, and then we've got our movement on here. They're immobilised though, so I'm not going to move away. I can't use the bottom ability. I could move up, but that seems somewhat risky. Number 1 is going to kill himself over time though. 2 and 3 are the ones I'll want to hit, and they're immobilised. So yeah, let's move up 1, and then hopefully we can use range to take a couple of hits on those guys. I could still then move onto the bushes to heal myself up. Yeah, so we'll go with an initiative of 17. We don't want to necessarily hang around. Yeah, I think that was round 8. This will be the start of round 9. Guards are removed -1 on a 70. The archers are 68, aren't moving again. Okay, so I'll be first. I'll attack 2 targets at range 3, so number 2 and number 3. Number 2, first of all, for 2 damage. We'll kill him. And number 3, also 2 damage, will kill him. I don't know why I put the coin on the stat sheet. It's actually out there. Okay. Then it's the archer, but he's out of range. Then it would be guard number 1, who's immobilised, but they take a wound, so he's now on 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins out here. 9, 10. Just need to finish these guys off. Okay. I think I'm going to move 1 away. And stay there. Hopefully I can still lure the guys this way, hop over, and then do a long rest to get cards back. It's still going to be very close. We don't have many actions left. We're going to have maybe 6 or 8 turns to try and kill them. Number 1 doesn't need to be hit, but the archer and this other Inox guard that have come out do need to be taken down. So let's go from here. Okay. So, oops, did I? Yeah, I played those and moved. Okay. So, start of round 10. The archers need to shuffle again. The guards are going to be 15. They're going to shield and retaliate, so they're going to go before me. That's okay, I think. And the archers, oh sorry, these were my cards. Archers are 32. So he's got to move +0, range -1. So he's going to move 2, but is then out of range. With only 2 range, the guards have got a shield now, which is annoying. This Inox guard just takes 1 more damage, so we've still got a couple more hit points. I'm going to be a little risky, or I'm still on full hit points. I think I'm gonna risk it to get a poison onto this guy here. So moving up 2, and then attack of 2 to put a poison +1, so 3 in poison on guard number 2. Okay, then, as crazy as it sounds, I think I want a long rest. I don't know, no, I want to choose which card to lose. It's probably this poison card. So I'm going to long rest. So we'll move on to turn 11. We'll reshuffle the guards. Hopefully it's not going to be anything too brutal an attack. The archer's likely to get an attack on me as well, but I should be able to move and get out of the attack range next turn. So the guards move +0, attack +0. The archer's the same, so the archer will go first. He needs to move up 2 to be within range, so it's an attack of 2 +1, 3 damage. Guard number 1 will move up and attack +0, so attack of 2 +0. And then this guard moves up, and the same is a miss. Okay. So we do need to move from there pretty swiftly. Actually, the archer didn't need to move there. He can move here, 1, 2, 3. Do need to move out of there pretty swiftly next turn. So what's my lowest initiative? 17, which is a heal card. That might be useful to play. I've got my toxic bolt again to poison. I could put a poison on the archer and then run across the bushes. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to, as I say, lose my poison card here. And we get another guard coming out. I didn't put a damage onto one of these guards, so actually one of them will die on his next turn, so that's less worrying. I'm going to go for the poison and move 4. So 18, the archers are 16, the guards are 30. Okay, so the archer will go first, attacking with a -1, so base of 1 +0, 1 damage. And then it's me. So I'm going to Toxic Bolt, so an attack of 2. Oh, I've got my goggles back, but I won't use it. 2 +1, so 3 damage on archer number 1, and he's poisoned. So he's only got 3 hit points left. That's good. I'm then going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not opening the door, I'm just knocking it over. Going through the bush, I heal 2. I did get attacked, and then I should have healed 2 as well from long resting. I'm sure you were probably shouting at me for that one. So those are discarded. Then it would be the guard's movement. They've got a +1 move, so guard number 1 is just going to keel over and die from our burning to his face. Number 2 moves 1, 2, 3. Number 6 moves 1, 2, 3. So I do have time to heal myself up, or I may get into a ranged fight with the archer. He is likely to go before me, I think. I don't have a lot of fast cards. So I think I'm going to go for a 74 and react. I'll probably be giving myself a heal and then attacking. I might have to move up and then attack, but either way that's not a bad combination. The archer, sorry, guard number 1 died. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 coins. Oh, is that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do only need to kill 1 more. Okay. I'm going to kill 2 more. I feel like I need to kill 2 more. Maybe I do only need to kill 1 more. But we're going on a 74, the archers, a 44, move -1, attack +1, and the guards are just going to stay where they are. Okay, so the guards first are just going to shield themselves, none of them are burning anymore. The archer has a move -1, he wants to get within range 3. He could do it here, so he's going to try and move up, but then he's still out of range. I thought he might get an attack on me, he's not going to, so I'm going to use this as a movement instead. I'm going to move 2 over the bush just to heal myself up again and attack him. So it's a base of 3, 4, 5 with the poison. It's more than enough to kill him. Let me drop another coin. Okay. So, I haven't got much loot. Potentially that is the end of the game there. I think I need to kill one more, so I'm going to try and kill guard number 2, who's already injured. My strong attack card is already gone, but I think I'm going to move up and try and loot, and then just attack. So I think no, we just put another guard out last turn, didn't we? And then moved up, and it shielded. Yeah, so one more this turn. So the guards need to shuffle. There are no more archers. Finally, the archers have gone. Guards move -1, so that's good news. I'm going to move 1, 2 onto this stack of coins just to be greedy and attack this guy and this guy here. So attack 2, range 3, targeting 2. I'm going to use my goggles as well. So against number 2 first of all, +0 or +1 and wounded. He's poisoned as well, so that's actually 4 damage and a wound, which will mean on his next activation, which is this turn, he will die, and then I think that is the end of it. Number 3, +0, +0, so that's just 2 damage to him. So, as I say, the guards then activate. This guy will die, this guy moves 1, this guy moves 1. So we've been definitely very successful. I don't think I've played anything wrong there, apart from possibly killing more than I needed to, which means I wouldn't have got the loot, which is fine because I'm not really adding it up anyway. At this point, if I did need to kill more, I'd probably short rest. And let's see, I've still got attack a couple of targets. I do have my move, so potentially I could put another stun on one of those guys, move away, poison the other, jump over the hedge again. I would start struggling with attacks. I may have lost a hit point if needed to keep this card, but 6 cards in the discard at the end there as we got to this point is pretty good, considering we've got a starting hand of 12. We managed to avoid needing to use any of the big heals or the big attacks to burn through it. It made use a lot of the wounds in the deck, the wounds that the card can give, and poisons, which were very useful to whittle away little and little against them. Only 1-2 times, but it was very opportune. It did get a kill from nothing, so that's fine. Very happy with that. Yeah, let us know what you made of that playthrough, guys, in the comments. Bye for now.